one dance, baby. That one dance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here, I will explain how to configure the DHCP server static. Log in to Winbox and configuration. First, check the interface that will be used as the DHCP server. Use command interface print. Here, I will use the Ether3 interface. Next, check the IP address that will be used as the DHCP server with command IP address print. And here I use the address 10.10.10.1/24 at interface Ether3. Next, configure the DHCP server setup with command IP DHCP server setup. The DHCP server interface is the interface that will be used for the DHCP server. Here, I use the Ether3 interface. The DHCP address space is the network assigned by default. Press enter. Gateway for the DHCP network, which is a gateway that is given to clients by default. Press enter. The address to give out is the IP address range given to the client. DNS server are DNS that will be given to client using Google DNS. List time is the time limit for the client. Next, check the DHCP server with the IP DHCP server print command. We can see that we have successfully configured the DHCP server. Next, perform a test on the client desktop Ethernet. I will disable and enable this network device. After that, refer to the section Network Connection Details. Here, the client has got an IP address 10.10.10.25 with gateway 10.10.10.1. Next, check the IP registered on the DHCP server list. Use command IP DHCP server list print. Here, you can see that the IP is still marked dynamic. Next, change the IP to static IP with the command IP DHCP server list make static numbers 0. Then check the IP with command IP DHCP server list print. Here, you can see that the IP has been changed to static. Next, perform static IP address edits and use the command IP DHCP server list edit value name address numbers 0. change the IP address according to our wish. But it is still a network with the IP server. Next, check with command IP DHCP server list print. Here, you can see that the IP has changed. Check the client. Before that, do disable and enable it on the Ethernet interface that is used. Check at network connection details. Here you can see that the client has got a static IP address that we changed earlier. That's all from me, more or less sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.